Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. I got a question. The hell is wrong with this chick? What is wrong with this chick? You know damn well who I'm talking about. Luna Zario, whatever the hell her last name is. Yo, what is wrong with this chick? I don't. The weird shit. Yo, I don't understand. Bill made this shit perfectly clear. He said it 3 times in one episode. And he said it in so many different ways that there's no possible reason why she could not understand the words that came out of his mouth. And yet, she still kissed him. Now, this review is going to be all over the place because I just cannot believe what I just saw. And I don't think that Steffi could believe what she just saw. Okay? Because she's like, oh, goddamn. What is my brother going to sit there and think? Like, this is just wild. Now, Luna was with RJ and, telling him about, how worried she is about Poppy, Bill not being her dad. And he's like, why don't you just sit there and stay with me for a little bit? She's like, no, 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 no. I got to sit there and stay with Bill. I gotta really look out for him. He's really been there for me. I gotta take care of him. And RJ's like, what? Now, on some sort of level, I'm not knocking that completely. They did form this bond and everything like that. And on some level, it makes sense. Even though he's looking at it like, what are you talking about? It's like, listen, her mom and him have been together for a hot minute. And, he's been really good to both of them. And so, in that setting, she's like, I just want to sit there and take care of him, look out for him because he's been really generous to me. So it's not that far fetched to why he's giving this odd look. Then, after everyone's gone, she goes over there, and Bill is like, listen, I know you're going through a lot, but I'm here for you. I'm always going to be here for you, regardless. I know that you are confused and everything. This is what she said. This is what he said to Liam when he got there. He was like, I'm going to be there for her, regardless if we're blood related or not. She's going through a lot. She's very vulnerable right now, and her emotions are all over the place. And then he thinks about the kiss that she gave him. He's just chalking it up to just her emotions is out of whack. They got to be out of whack. That's the only way that's going to make sense to him in his head. And he commends Bill for stepping up when he doesn't really have to. Now, Steffi puts Hope on notice. Says, listen, we may have our issues, but I owe it to our marriage to work through them. Last day said something that was very interesting, and I do agree with that, and I will give a little bit of nuance to it. But he's like, this woman is nearly 40, and it seems like the only way that she deals with the problems is by running away. The whole thing with Sheila, she ran out of town. This whole thing with Hope, she runs out of town. That's not dealing with your issues, that's avoiding your issues. And I think at this point in your life, there's a better way. You're not some teenage little girl anymore. To just run off, leave your kids and everything behind because, oh my God, I can't process this. I don't know how to. You woman up. You put on your big girl pants and you deal with it like an adult. So I understand that. I do get. But even with that being said, I understand a little bit of nuance of sometimes you can be so angry that you say things that you may not be able to take back. And sometimes you have to sit there and kind of leave a situation so it doesn't get worse. I get that as well. And I think that's what she's thinking. Is that I don't want to say something or do something that's going to want to be worse. But you don't leave your damn house. You don't leave your damn kids. So it's... I get both sides of it. I get both sides of it. But I mean, to be fair, just to, again, kind of go back, she's not leaving them with total strangers. Beth or Kelly is with Liam, and Hayes is with Finn, so they're not completely total strangers. Now, Hope is meant to be like, oh, well, don't take it out on Finn, don't take it out on Finn. Hope, stop talking. Stop. She just said, do not put her husband's name in your goddamn mouth. And once again, you decide to do just that. So she says her piece. She says, stay away from my husband. I don't care if I'm out of town. Seduce somebody else's husband before I care. This whole friendship and everything is donezo. She goes to Liam. She tells him what happened in front of Bill. And she's like, yep, Hope kissed Finn. And he allowed it to happen. He let it happen. And like, Steffi, you goddamn hypocrite. You are literally talking to the man who did the exact same shit to you, not once, but twice. Did you let that happen? Did you tell your husband? No? You didn't do any of that? And yet you have the audacity to sit there and bash your husband for the same shit that you're doing. Now, in my book, that's being called a hypocrite. I think that's just a universal fact at that point, but whatever. Now, Taylor finds out about Hope, and she lays into her. And Brooke is like, I'm not even going to sit there and try to excuse it. Taylor seems like she is ready to, with that act, it's like an act of war. And she's like, yep, I thought she was one good, decent Logan. But she's becoming just like you. And when Hope comes in there, she lays into her too. Now, while Ridge is there trying to calm down the situation, but also being like, listen, your daughter was out of pocket, she lays into Hope. And she's like, listen, I thought you were decent. I thought you were different. But apparently you tapped into your genes, your Logan genes, and you became just like your mother. And I don't know if she said this before Hope got into the room or after, but Brooke is like, so this is how it is. This is exactly the way you want it. Us versus y'all. And Rich is like, no, that's not the case. And Taylor's like, no, that's exactly the case. So she seems like she's itching for this war the same way that Steffi is. But Rich has got to sit there and be in the middle. And of course, you got to sit there and choose a side. So, Rich is just having a very fun day. Yeah. I don't understand why Steffi had to sneak back in. She forgot something, so she snuck back in to get it. I'm just like, why are you doing that for? Why? You walked on in. You didn't knock. You just walked on in. Why'd you feel you need to sneak in? But she did. She overheard her speech and Snitcher talking about how can any woman not love you or want to be with you. And then Snitcher saying you're kind and beautiful. And she's like, I'm sorry, what? That was her look on her face. And she saw that kiss. Oh, Luna. I don't know what to sit there and say about that. Luna's just like, I would do whatever the hell I want to do. See, now the first time you could sit there and chalk that up to her emotions just out of whack. Of course, it's very hard to explain that, but fine, we're going to sit there and say her emotions out of whack the first time. Now she just don't give a damn. Okay? She just do not, well, she didn't give a damn before, let's be honest. It wasn't like she was drunk or anything. But she doesn't give a damn. She didn't give a damn the first time, she clearly don't give a damn the second time. She don't give two flying F's about RJ. And I can't wait for RJ to sit there and find out. I don't know what she's going to sit there and say. I think the only thing she could sit there and say is, yeah, I kissed him and what? Not that she did that. Let's just imagine that she actually did that. That she sat there and was like, yeah, I kissed him. Yeah, I mean, I know we're supposed to be together, but I mean, he's Bill and you're, well, I mean, you're RJ. I mean, he's Dollar Bill. Okay, you see this man? You see this man? You see how he's built? You see his mansion? And it's cool. You're RJ and everything. What are you, like some sort of social media influencer? He's Bill Goddamn. Anyway, the point is, and I know it's kind of over exaggerating, but the point is, imagine she did that though. Even if she did a fraction of what I said, I can guarantee you that would be one hell of an episode. Now, I feel like there's more to talk about that I can't think of. But if I missed anything, write in the comment section below. Or better yet, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll talk about all the shows. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born to Beautiful, Young and Restless. I'll also be celebrating my birthday tonight. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video and hopefully tonight.